Our planet, a place of breathtaking beauty, harbors within it forces of unimaginable power. These forces, hidden beneath serene landscapes and tranquil waters, are the very essence of nature's raw and untamed energy. They lie dormant, waiting for the perfect moment to unleash their might, reminding us of the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth. From the depths of the oceans to the peaks of towering mountains, nature's fury can erupt with terrifying consequences. Tsunamis, with their colossal waves, can sweep away entire coastal communities in mere moments. Volcanic eruptions can spew ash and lava, transforming lush landscapes into barren wastelands. These events are not just natural phenomena, they are powerful reminders of the planet's dynamic and ever-changing nature. Over millennia, these forces have shaped our world, carving out landscapes and leaving an indelible mark on the very fabric of our existence. The Grand Canyon, with its majestic depths, tells a story of relentless erosion. Mountain ranges like the Himalayas stand as testaments to the immense tectonic forces at play. These natural wonders are the result of countless years of geological activity, each layer of rock a chapter in Earth's history. But these forces, as awe-inspiring as they are, can also be a source of unimaginable destruction. When they strike, they leave behind a trail of devastation, altering lives and landscapes in an instant. The aftermath of such events is a stark reminder of our vulnerability and the need for preparedness. Communities are left to rebuild, often from the ground up, showcasing the resilience and determination of the human spirit. Earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, events that remind us of the delicate balance upon which our civilization rests. An earthquake can cause the ground to split open, swallowing buildings and roads. Tsunamis can inundate vast areas, leaving behind a landscape of destruction. Volcanic eruptions can blanket regions in ash, disrupting air travel and affecting global climate. These events are a testament to the planet's immense power and the fragility of human infrastructure. In the blink of an eye, the ground beneath our feet can shift, the seas can rise up, and the very air we breathe can turn against us. The unpredictability of these events adds to their terrifying nature. One moment, life is normal, the next, everything is turned upside down. The shaking of buildings during an earthquake, the rising sea levels during a storm, and the thick clouds of volcanic ash serve as stark reminders of nature's unpredictability. This is a chronicle of those moments, captured on camera for the world to witness. Through the lens, we see the raw power of nature in action, the immediate aftermath, and the human response. These images are not just documentation, they are powerful narratives that convey the urgency and gravity of these events. They serve as a call to action, urging us to understand and respect the forces that shape our world. A collection of events, both terrifying and humbling, that reveal the raw, untamed power of the natural world. Each disaster tells a story of survival, resilience, and the indomitable human spirit. People reacting to these events, whether in shock, fear, or determination, highlight the profound impact of natural disasters on our lives. These moments, captured in real time, offer a glimpse into the heart of human experience in the face of nature's fury. These are not merely spectacles of destruction, they are stark reminders of our planet's awesome might and the importance of respecting the forces that shape our lives. The reshaped landscapes, the altered coastlines, and the changed ecosystems all tell a story of nature's relentless power. They remind us that while we may build and create, we are ultimately at the mercy of the natural world. Respecting these forces means understanding their potential and preparing for their eventual impact. Join us as we journey to the heart of these calamities, exploring the science behind their fury and the profound impact they have had on our world. Scientists study the aftermath to understand the causes and predict future events. Rescue teams respond with bravery and skill, saving lives and providing aid. This journey is not just about witnessing destruction, it's about understanding the intricate dance of natural forces and human resilience. From the depths of the ocean to the slopes of fiery mountains, we will witness the awe-inspiring power of nature and the resilience of life in the face of extraordinary adversity. Underwater footage reveals the hidden world beneath the waves, where tectonic plates shift and create tsunamis. Active volcanoes show the fiery heart of our planet, constantly reshaping the surface. Amidst the chaos, resilient wildlife adapts and thrives, showcasing the incredible ability of life to endure and flourish, even in the harshest conditions. This is a testament to the enduring spirit of life on Earth, a journey through the forces that shape our world, and the resilience that defines it. On March 11, 2011, the coast of Japan became the epicenter of a seismic event of unprecedented scale. This day would be etched into the annals of history as one of the most devastating natural disasters ever recorded. Deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, miles below the surface, the Earth's tectonic plates, locked in a slow, relentless dance for millennia, suddenly shifted. These colossal slabs of the Earth's crust, which had been building up stress over countless years, finally gave way in a violent release of energy. The energy released, equivalent to thousands of atomic bombs detonating simultaneously, sent shock waves rippling through the planet. This immense power was unleashed in a matter of seconds, creating a seismic event that would be felt across the globe. As the tremors raced across the seabed, they triggered a chain reaction of unimaginable force. The very foundation of the ocean floor was disturbed, setting off a series of events that would culminate in a catastrophic tsunami. A massive column of water displaced by the shifting seabed began to rise, gathering momentum with every passing second. This towering wave, born from the depths of the ocean, was now on a collision course with the Japanese coastline. On the shores of Japan, people felt the ground shake violently beneath their feet. The initial shock of the earthquake was a harbinger of the chaos that was about to unfold. Buildings swayed, alarms blared, and a sense of dread filled the air. The sheer magnitude of the earthquake left many in a state of shock and disbelief, as they struggled to comprehend the scale of the disaster. Unbeknownst to those on land, a monstrous wall of water towering over 100 feet high was hurtling towards them at the speed of a jetliner. This was a force of nature that defied imagination, a relentless surge of water that would soon make landfall. This was no ordinary wave, this was a tsunami, a force of nature capable of swallowing entire coastlines. The sheer power and speed of the wave left little time for preparation or escape. As the tsunami approached the Japanese coastline, it began to draw back the sea, revealing vast stretches of seabed that had been hidden for generations. This phenomenon, known as a tsunami drawdown, is a stark warning sign of the impending disaster. This eerie retreat was a harbinger of the devastation to come. The exposed seabed, a rare and unsettling sight, signaled the imminent arrival of the tsunami. Moments later, the towering wave crashed ashore, engulfing everything in its path. In the aftermath, the true scale of the disaster became apparent. Entire communities were left in ruins with debris scattered as far as the eye could see. Rescue operations began immediately, as emergency services and volunteers worked tirelessly to search for survivors and provide aid to those affected. The 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami served as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the importance of disaster preparedness. Lessons were learned and measures were put in place to improve response and resilience in the face of future events. Despite the immense tragedy, there was hope for the future, as Japan and the world looked towards a brighter, more resilient tomorrow. On December 26, 2004, a cataclysmic event unfolded in the depths of the Indian Ocean, an event that would forever change the lives of millions of people across multiple countries. This day would be remembered as one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. The devastation was unprecedented, leaving an indelible scar on the lives of millions. Entire communities were wiped out in a matter of minutes, and the world watched in horror as the scale of the disaster became apparent. It began silently, far from the shores that would bear the brunt of its fury. The ocean, calm and serene, gave no indication of the impending disaster that was about to unfold. A massive earthquake, registering a magnitude of 9.1, ripped through the ocean floor off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. This was not just any earthquake, it was one of the most powerful ever recorded in human history. This submarine earthquake, one of the most powerful ever recorded, unleashed a chain reaction of unimaginable scale. The sheer force of the quake caused the ocean floor to rupture and shift dramatically. The ocean floor, thrust upwards by the force of the quake, displaced trillions of gallons of water, generating a series of monstrous waves that would soon engulf coastlines across the Indian Ocean. These waves, known as tsunamis, are capable of traveling vast distances with incredible speed and power. As these waves traveled across the open ocean, they moved with astonishing speed, reaching speeds of over 500 miles per hour. To put this into perspective, this is faster than a commercial jetliner. Yet despite their immense power, they remained largely undetected, hidden beneath the surface of the vast ocean. The waves were almost invisible in the deep waters, making it difficult for anyone to realize the impending danger. On the unsuspecting shores of countries like Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and India, people went about their daily routines, unaware of the silent surge of destruction that was racing towards them. Fishermen cast their nets, hoping for a good catch. Children played in the sand, building sandcastles and laughing with joy, and tourists soaked up the sun on pristine beaches, oblivious to the impending catastrophe. The beaches were filled with life and activity, a stark contrast to the devastation that was about to unfold. Despite advances in technology and early warning systems, the sheer speed and power of the tsunami left little time for adequate warnings. Scientists and monitoring stations detected the seismic activity, but the waves were already on their way. When the waves finally reached the shores, they struck with a force that was both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Walls of water, some as high as 100 feet, crashed onto the land, sweeping away everything in their path. People ran for their lives, but many were caught off guard and had no chance to escape. The aftermath was a scene of utter devastation. Buildings were reduced to rubble, and debris was scattered everywhere. The once vibrant communities were now unrecognizable, and the loss of life was staggering. In the days and weeks that followed, the world came together to provide aid and support to the affected regions. Rescue operations were launched, and international aid poured in to help the survivors rebuild their lives. The resilience and strength of the human spirit shone through as people from all over the world united in the face of this tragedy. Today, memorials and tributes stand as a reminder of the lives lost and the communities forever changed by the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. Moments of silence are observed, and stories of heroism and survival are shared, ensuring that the memory of this tragic event lives on. While the scars of the tsunami remain, the affected communities have shown remarkable resilience. Rebuilding efforts have transformed the devastated areas, and people have moved forward with their lives, honoring the memory of those lost while looking towards a brighter future. The tranquility of the Cascade Range in Washington state was shattered on May 18, 1980. Mount St. Helens, a seemingly dormant giant, roared back to life. For weeks prior, the mountain had given subtle warnings, tremors in the earth, plumes of steam escaping its summit. These were signs of the immense pressure building deep within the volcano's molten heart, pressure that would soon find a catastrophic release. On that fateful morning, the northern face of Mount St. Helens buckled and gave way. The result was a lateral blast, an explosion of rock, ash, and superheated gas that traveled at unimaginable speeds, devastating everything in its path. Trees that had stood for centuries were snapped like twigs, their trunks stripped bare by the sheer force of the blast. The landscape, once lush and green, was transformed into a desolate wasteland, buried beneath a thick blanket of ash and debris. The eruption of Mount St. Helens served as a stark reminder of the raw and unpredictable power that lies beneath our feet. On January 12, 2010, the Caribbean nation of Haiti was struck by a catastrophic earthquake. Measuring a magnitude 7.0, the quake's epicenter was located just a few miles from the capital city of Port-au-Prince. The impact was immediate and devastating. Buildings, many of them poorly constructed, crumbled and collapsed, trapping countless people beneath the rubble. The streets, once bustling with life, were transformed into choked arteries of dust and debris. Amidst the chaos and destruction, stories of resilience and human spirit began to emerge. Ordinary citizens, armed with nothing but their bare hands, worked tirelessly to free their trapped neighbors from the rubble. Medical professionals, both local and international, worked around the clock to treat the injured, setting up makeshift hospitals in whatever structures were still standing. The world watched in horror, but also in awe, at the strength and determination of the Haitian people. In late August 2005, a monstrous storm gathered strength in the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane Katrina, a Category 5 hurricane at its peak, bore down on the southeastern coast of the United States, its sights set on the city of New Orleans. New Orleans, a city built below sea level, protected by a system of levees, was particularly vulnerable to a storm surge of this magnitude. As Katrina made landfall, the levees, already strained by years of neglect, began to fail. Seawater surged into the city, flooding homes, businesses, and entire neighborhoods. The iconic French Quarter, with its vibrant music scene and historic architecture, was submerged. The Superdome, intended as a shelter of last resort, became overcrowded and overwhelmed. The devastation wrought by Katrina was both immediate and widespread. Homes were reduced to rubble, infrastructure was crippled, and the social fabric of the city was torn apart. The storm revealed not just the raw power of nature, but also the human cost of unpreparedness. The town of Paradise, California, nestled amidst the forested slopes of the Sierra Nevada, had always lived with the threat of wildfire, but nothing could prepare them for the inferno that erupted on the morning of November 8, 2018. Fueled by strong winds and tinder-dry vegetation, the campfire, as it came to be known, spread with astonishing speed. What started as a distant plume of smoke quickly transformed into a raging wall of flames, consuming everything in its path. The firestorm raced through Paradise, driven by wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour. Homes and businesses were reduced to ash in minutes, leaving residents with only one terrifying choice: flee for their lives. On the morning of September 19, 1985, the bustling metropolis of Mexico City, built upon the remnants of an ancient lakebed, was struck by a disaster that would forever alter its landscape and the lives of its inhabitants. At 7:17 a.m. local time, an earthquake with a magnitude of 8.1 on the Richter scale ripped through the Earth's crust, its epicenter hundreds of miles away on the Pacific coast. Yet it was in Mexico City, where the soft soil amplified the seismic waves, that the devastation was most profound. Buildings swayed violently, their foundations crumbling beneath them. Walls cracked and gave way, sending tons of concrete and steel crashing down onto the streets below. In the heartland of America, where vast plains meet the Ozark Mountains, lies the city of Joplin, Missouri. On the afternoon of May 22, 2011, this peaceful community found itself in the path of nature's untamable fury. A monstrous tornado, its funnel stretching a mile wide, descended from the storm clouds, its roar a deafening prelude to the devastation that was to follow. This was no ordinary twister, it was a force of unimaginable power, an EF5 on the enhanced Fujita scale, the highest rating assigned to these meteorological monsters. The tornado carved a path of destruction through the heart of Joplin, its winds, estimated to be in excess of 200 miles per hour, reducing homes, businesses, and even hospitals to rubble. Australia, the land of diverse landscapes and unique wildlife. But from the spring of 2019 and into the new year, a fiery inferno swept across this sun-kissed continent. Unprecedented heat waves and prolonged drought had primed the land for disaster. Eucalyptus forests, known for their volatile oils, became tinderboxes awaiting a spark, and spark they did. Lightning strikes, often a natural part of the Australian ecosystem, became catalysts for uncontrollable blazes. Fueled by strong winds and tinder-dry vegetation, the fires raged across the eastern and southeastern coasts. Millions of hectares were consumed, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. High in the mountains of Sichuan Province, China, a cataclysmic event was about to unfold. On May 12, 2008, at precisely 2:28 p.m. local time, the earth lurched violently. A massive earthquake measuring a staggering 7.9 on the Richter scale ripped through the region. The epicenter, located in Wenchuan County, was close to the densely populated Sichuan Basin. The tremors were felt hundreds of miles away, shaking buildings and sending terrified residents fleeing into the streets. The force of the quake was so powerful that it shifted the Earth's axis by a measurable amount. In the aftermath, a scene of unimaginable destruction emerged. Entire villages were flattened, their buildings reduced to rubble. Landslides cascaded down mountainsides, burying homes and blocking roads. The earthquake had unleashed its fury upon the region. From the towering tsunami waves to the earth-shuddering tremors of earthquakes, we have witnessed the awe-inspiring and sometimes terrifying power of the natural world. These disasters leave scars on the landscape and etch themselves into human memory. Yet, amidst the devastation, we have also witnessed the extraordinary resilience of humanity. Time and again, in the face of unimaginable loss, communities come together offering support, compassion, and unwavering determination. From the ruins they rebuild, stronger and more resilient than before. These stories serve as a reminder of our interconnectedness with the planet and with each other. As we move forward, let us strive to understand and respect the forces of nature while also strengthening our resolve to prepare for and mitigate the impact of future disasters. Thank you for joining us on this journey through some of the most horrific natural disasters. If you found this exploration insightful, don't forget to subscribe for more captivating content. Until next time, remember the human spirit is indomitable, capable of overcoming even the most daunting challenges.